Pies have won it.
Play goes on. 6, 5, 4. Believe, Pies fans, believe, because they've done it again.
It's 11 games straight, and about 6 or 7 of those have been a goal or less. It's unbelievable.
23 points down. They're going to win it. Chris with a shot after the siren. From 55, he sends it on its way. It's touched on the line.
7 points.
Behind. They win it by
So that one wasn't a goal
11 straight
or less.
for Collingwood Football Club. They're fast, they're frenetic.
I'm recording because I've had a thought. But anything I say now is going to be an anticlimax. I was having a chat with my godmother on our family WhatsApp thing, and I'm not even in the mood for philosophy, but we were talking philosophy, and I'm getting to a point these days where I'm having a different spin on what I think is a good idea for every day of the week. Now it's Friday night, so you know what's my spin tonight on one thing or another. Well, the one thing in my mind at the moment is we were having a chat about leaps of faith, and I ran a certain line, but that was yesterday. That was on a Thursday, so I'm going to switch to a different line of thought now from what I was running on the WhatsApp thingy. Okay, yesterday I was running that old line, which I didn't make up. You know, I just hear these things and then parrot them. That old line that science, you know, if you're into science, involves or asks of you, it involves a leap of faith. All right. And I parroted that. Science involves a leap of faith, you know, just like religion, or any religion really involves that. Unless you're the sort of lucky person that just knows, you know. There's a man in a white beard up there sitting in the cloud, and he knows your name, you know. And if you know that, great, you know. Maybe it's a Wednesday for you, but it's a Friday for me anyway. So I was running that line that well, science involves a leap of faith if you want to believe in science. And that leap of faith would be that you're trusting the evidence of your senses, you know, sight, hearing, touch, and all that sort of stuff, you know. Okay, you know, there could be an evil demon somewhere out there beyond our comprehension, who is tricking us. You know, this could all be an illusion, all that sort of stuff, that Descartes stuff and all that sort of stuff. And that's been backwards and forwards for hundreds of years. And, you know, in the final analysis, if you want to go for science, you know, there's a leap of faith in as much as you think all this stuff around you is real, okay? I mean, if it's a leap of faith, it's a very useful one. You know, if you're going to cross the road, you know, and there's cars coming, it's good to trust your senses and not think that car coming right now is an illusion, you know, because you'll get killed. So it's a very, very useful leap of faith to take, is science. If you know, if it even is a leap of faith, right? But then again, you know, for some people, religion can be an even more useful leap of faith. So it depends, you know, what you value. Do you value usefulness in deciding whether, for example, religion is more fun for you than science, how much of a leap of faith you want to take. In religion, you might be asked to believe that the universe was created by an intelligent something or other. And once you accept that, once you take that leap of faith and believe that, then you have to make everything else fit. And, that's theology. And there's lots of, God logic, theology, God logic. Now, it is a type of logic. People say, oh, it's illogical. No, it isn't. You had to take a leap of faith and trust that there is a God. But after that, it's logical after that. It's a logic based on a premise. Just like science is a logic, laws, physics, laws of physics, based on a premise, that we can trust our senses. All right. So, but that was kind of my thinking yesterday. That's on a Thursday. Today is a Friday. And ordinarily, I would call it a bad day. Collingwood having won, but I don't mind them winning at the moment. It's quite a ride they're having. All right. Now, what am I thinking today? Well, I'm thinking, look, I've got to wrap it up. I've got to get inside. I'm thinking that it's not really about taking leaps of faith. It doesn't have to be. For me, I don't have faith in anything. For me, they're all games. So that's what I'm running with on a Friday, that science is a game that you enter into. You're not believing in it, you're playing the game. When you do science, you're playing the game. This is what I think on a Friday. I'm not falling for it hook, line and sinker or anything like that. I'm not having faith in science, I'm playing the game. I say, all right, I'll go for the rules of this game. Speed equals distance over time and all that sort of stuff. I'm walking across the road. I'm kind of judging the speed of that car over there. It's got X amount of distance. It's about 5 seconds before he gets to me. Oops, he's speeding up. You know what? I might wait for him. And it was very clever of me to play that game on that occasion. I could have played another game if I felt like it, enter into another game, which was a game in which some religious guru, might have come up behind me and he said, just walk, have faith in God and just walk. You'll be safe. And, I could have entered into that game. Now, I'm not saying, that I've suddenly got faith in whatever that guru was about to tell me or anything like that, but I'll say, all right, I'll play the game and I'll walk and I'll get killed. So it wasn't a great game to play that time, but they're games. That's what I'm going with today, that these things are games you can play, enter into, embrace. And that pretty much covers it, really. No faith required. This Sunday I can go to church, and as I walk into church, I can enter into the game. I can, and whilst I'm playing the game, I say, I believe in one God, the Father Almighty, and all that sort of stuff. I could say all that sort of stuff in church, and I'm not lying or anything. I'm just playing that game on that day. Today, I'm playing the game of science. Tomorrow, Essendon's playing, and that's my footy team. Collingwood isn't. Tomorrow, the game I'll be into will be football. Come summer, I'll be into cricket. On Sunday, I'll be into religion, and today I'm into science. Now, this is what I'm getting at, that you can treat all these things as games, and if you do, you can get a lot out of each one of those things. You don't have to say one is, right and the other one is wrong. They're all just games you can play. That's what I'm thinking on a Friday. Do people argue about whether football is the one true game on earth or cricket is the one true game on earth? No, they don't. They don't say, there's not great big arguments in the pub about whether, there's arguments about which one's better, football or cricket, but there's, you don't see two blokes in the pub saying, starting to break out into a fight because they both think that they each think that his game is the one true game. And isn't that the same? What's the point of arguing about whether science is true, or religion is true? What's the point? And even asking the question is what I'm thinking on a Friday here. I'm thinking they're just two different games. Just like football and cricket are two different games. And there's nothing to have. There's no faith required. It's just a question of, what game do you want to play today? And when you do play that game, enter into the game. Find out what all the rules are, and you can then proceed to behave in a very logical way within the parameters of that game, and that applies to football, cricket, science, and religion. Because you can be logical within the game of religion. You accept whatever premise that religion offers you, and then you stay steadfastly logical within the rules of that game, and that is called theology, as distinct from scienceology, and as distinct from footyology and cricketology.